The water don't move, it just waits for the sky to drop another tear and tell another lie. I'm sitting on a root where the moss hangs low, watching where the current used to go. My boots are heavy with the river's dead, and the sun's gone down on a life of regret.
The Cypress knees reaching like fingers from the deep, counting all the secrets that the black water keeps. I whispered your name to a snapping turtle shell, but the mud swallowed down everything I had to tell. There's a lantern flickering on the far off bank, watching all the ships that the hollow years sank.
Oh, the swamp don't give and the swamp don't take. It just watches every heart and every promise break. I'm buried in the hum of the cricket's wing, waiting for the copperhead to start to sing. Deep in the silt where the light turns gray, I'm washing all my yesterday's sins away.
Wait a little deeper. Let the silt find your bone.
The Spanish moss is a widow's lace, hanging in the dark over the river's face. I heard a gospel shout from a rotting boat, but the spirit was too heavy, couldn't stay afloat. My daddy told me, son, don't you trust the tide, 'cause there ain't no place for a ghost to hide.
Slide guitar, slow and low, drenched in small room reverb. The sound of rhythm splashing water replaces a traditional drum beat. The audio gets slightly more distorted, mimicking a needle, struggling with a warped groove.
I saw a white crane with a broken wing, trying to remember how the angels sing. I offered him a drink from my porcelain cup, but the water was too bitter for him to look up.
We're just two shadows in a humid dream, floating down a dead-end sulfur stream, yeah. I saw a white crane with a broken wing, trying to remember how the angels sing. I offered him a drink from my porcelain cup, but the water was too bitter for him to look up.
We're just two shadows in a humid dream, floating down a dead-end sulfur stream. The ledger is wet, the ink is gone. The night is too thick to see the dawn. The roots have a grip on the bottom of my soul. The river is deep and the river is cold.
So let the mosquitoes have the fill of me. Underneath the shade of the willow tree, I'll be a cypress knee in 100 years, grown from the salt of 1,000 tears.
The bullfrog knows knows what I'm trying to say, but he's just waiting for the light to fade. Oh, the swamp don't give and the swamp don't take. It just watches every heart and every promise break. I'm buried in the hum of the cricket's wing, waiting for the copperhead to start to sing. Deep in the silt where the light turns gray, I'm washing all my yesterday's sins away.
There's a demon on a tall white horse, riding down the line without no remorse. Hammer is heavy and the rock is hard. Ain't no mercy in the captain's yard.
My mama told me, son, you stay clean. Best advice that I ever see. But the Lord got a hunger for a man like me. And now I'm married to the iron and she won't set me free.
Give me chain grace to keep the dust from my weary face. The road is long and the ditch is deep. Got a lot of miles before I get to sleep. Finding out a beat. Iron on the ankle, iron in the soul. Lord have mercy on a man in the hole. I see the dust cloud rising from the track.
I know that train ain't coming back.
It's carrying my name to a different town.
While I'm over here breaking the mountain down.
20 years of swinging this 10-pound weight.
Standing at the edge of the Jasper Gate.
Captain says dig and the captain says die.
But it can't stop the vultures in the Georgia sky.
Oh Lord, give me chain gang grace to keep the dust from my weary face. The road is long and the ditch is deep. Got a lot of miles before I get to sleep. Iron on the ankle, iron in the soul. Lord have mercy on a man in the hole. I got a woman in a gingham dress,
Praying for a man in a striped suit mess.
she thinks I'm coming home in the fall.
But I'm just a shadow on a limestone wall.
One of these mornings I'm gonna lay down
And let the weeds grow over this ground.
no more captain and no more chain.
Just a cool sweet wash of the Georgia rain. Hammer strikes become faint and distant. Grunts fade into a collective mournful sleep.
Grace, keep me,
Lord,
just a little further.
further,
Sound of a single hammer hitting the ground.
not the stone.
The heavy rattle of chains dropping, the audio dissolves into thick, warm record hiss.
The shelf is long and the shelf is bare, except for the dust that's settled there. I've got one jar left on the bottom row, filled with the seeds I couldn't sow. The glass is cold and the glass is thin, just like the state my heart is in. My aim was went to the copper mine to trade his sweat for a silver dime, but the mountain took what it didn't buy and left me here with a hollow eye. I sold the mule and I sold the plow. There ain't nothing left to sell me now. Oh, the winter's coming and the wood is wet, and the Lord ain't finished with my hunger yet. In the widow's jar there's a bitter tea of all the things that used to be. One more spoon of a memory is all that's left to carry me. I broke the seal on the honey pot, but the sweetness there turned to rot. I scraped the bottom with the rusted knife, trying to find the remains of a life. The fire is low and the shadows told, dancing like ghosts upon the wall. I took his coat from the wooden peg and wrapped around my shivering leg. The smell of tobacco and mountain pine still lingers there in the tattered line, but the jar is empty and the jar is dry, just like the clouds in the winter sky. Music slows down until it almost stops. The scratching of the wax cylinder becomes the loudest sound. The guitar is replaced by a faint rhythmic tapping of finger hitting the glass jar. Tink, tink, tink. No flour for the bread. Tink, tink. No oil for the light. Tink. Just a hollow sound. I lay my head on the burlap sack and pray the morning don't bring me back to a kitchen floor and an empty grate where the only guest is a heavy fate. I'm putting my soul in the last glass jar and hiding it under a falling star. Spoon of a memory The audio slows down, deepening in pitch until it grinds to a heavy, distorted halt.
I walk down where the nameless lay, in the heat of a Friday afternoon. I asked the man with the rusted spade, can you find a spot for a tired moon? He looked at the ground and he shook his head. He pointed a finger at the mountain of death.
There's a shallow trench for the city's pride, and a hole for the ones with nowhere to hide. But the clay is tight and the grass is thin. It won't take another poor man's sin.
I carried my brother on a burlap sheet, but the earth wouldn't open beneath our feet.
Oh, there's no room left in the potter's field. The harvest is done and the gate is sealed. Lord, where does a hollow man go to rest when the dirt won't open its heavy chest? No name on the stone, no peace in the clay, just a long cold walk on a judgment day.
I saw a mother with an empty jar, searching for the light of a falling star.
She wanted a planet where her baby lies, but the ground was hard as the winter skies. She dug with her nails till her fingers bled, but the potter's field has no room for the bread.
The rich man's marble is white and tall. He's got a fence and he's got a wall, but out here where the weeds and the thistles grow, we're standing in a line with nowhere to go.
The wind is whistling through the ribs of the fence, saying mercy don't come for a few thin pence.
Oh, there's no room left in the potter's field. The harvest is done and the gate is sealed. Lord, where does a hollow man go to rest when the dirt won't open its heavy chest? No name on the stone, no peace in the clay, just a long cold walk on a judgment day.
And not here in a chaotic overlapping circle.
The sound of a shovel hitting a stone repeats.
Clinking,
Clink,
clinking,
clink.
So I'll carry this body to the river's edge and lay it down in the muddy sedge. Since the earth is full and the sky is gray, I'll let the water wash the name away. If there ain't no room for a man in the ground, then I reckon I'm better off never being found. No.
Just the water,
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 just the water, just the water, just the water,
just the water,
just the water,
just the water,
just the water,
just the water,
just the water, just the water down.
Just the water,
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 just the water, just the water, just the water.
Hush now, little shadow, the sun's gone to bed. The kerosene's burning a halo of red. The window is rattling with the breath of the pines, and the owl is writing his dark letter lines. Don't you look at the door, don't you look at the latch. The night's just a fire that's waiting to catch. The chimney is singing a suit color song of all of the people who didn't stay long. I've got a blanket of wool and of grief to wrap up your spirit and bring you relief. The wick is a shortening, the glass is a heat, and the world is a sleeping beneath your small feet. Sleep through the hunger, sleep through the cold, while the kerosene turns the dark into gold. The flame is a flickering, the shadows are tall, dancing like canes on the cedar log wall. Oh, rest your head easy, the morning is far, hidden behind a black velvet star. Pink Lana. That follows the rhythm of the rocking chair. Creep, startled. Your daddy's a wandering the low bottom road with a heart full of stones and a heavy old load. He's looking for silver in a field of dry corn, but he'll only find where the winter was born. So we'll keep the lantern a-swinging right here to keep out the ghosts and to keep out the fear. The moths are beating their wings on the pane, like a soft, dusty ghost of the summertime rain. They wanna get into the light of the fire, but the heat is a cage and the light is a liar. Just close up your eyes and dream of the spring, before the blackbirds forgot how to sing. Shh, the oil is low. Shh, the embers are deep. Shh, it's a long way down into the sleep. When the smoke meets the rafters and the lamp flickers out, and the dark puts an end to the whispering doubt, I'll be right here in the wood turning dark, watching the very last glow of the spark. You're safe in the cradle of kerosene light until the sun breaks the back of the night. Sleep through the hunger, sleep through the cold, while the kerosene turns the dark into gold. The
The rocking chair creaks one last time and stops. The fire has died down to a low, steady hiss. The vocal drifts away mid-note. Just a spark in the dark. In the dark.
Down where the channel turns to ink, and the heavy-hearted come to drink. I'm standing where the willow weeps in the secret bed the river keeps. The mud is rising to my knees, while the ghost of mercy hides in the tree. Preacher's got a robe tattered white. He's looking for a soul in the middle of the night. He says, son, the Jordan is a long way off, but the Tallahatchie is deep enough. He put his hand upon my head, and the water tasted like the words he said. Oh, take me down in the black water wash, where the sins of the city and the labor squash. It's a cold baptism, it's a muddy grace, looking for the Lord in a dark water place. Hold me under till the world goes still, and the river has its heavy fill. Wash it all away. Let the silt stay. The catfish are whispering beneath my feet about the promises that a man can't keep. I felt the current pull my boots like the cold grip of the ancient roots. The air went out and the dark came in, and the water started scrubbing at the skin of my sin. I saw my mother on the other side in a boat made of Cypress and silver pride. She didn't reach out and she didn't call, she just watched the black water take it all. The bubbles rising were the only prayer that could find a way through the heavy air. The music slows to a crawl, the guitar stops. There is only the rhythmic and hollow thud of a hand hitting the surface of the water in a deep, breathless exhaling. Deeper. Splash. The light is a dying. The mud is a crying. Lord, when I float. When I came up for a taste of the wind, I wasn't the man that I'd always been. My eyes were stained with the river's gloom, and my heart was as quiet as a limestone tomb. I left my name at the bottom of the bin where the black water begins and the world has to end. Oh, take me down in the black water wash, where the sins of the city and the labor squash. It's a cold baptism, it's a muddy grace, looking for the Lord in a dark water place. Hold me under till the world goes still, and the river has its heavy fill. It's a cold baptism, it's a muddy grace. Looking for the Lord in a dark water place. Hold me under till the world goes still, and the river has its heavy fill. With a whip in his hand, burning the profit right out of the land. I wake up in the dark and I work till it's black, with a debt like a mountain strapped to my back. I brought 10 bales to the weighing shed, but the boss man says I'm further behind than ahead. He opened the ledger and he dipped his pen in the blood of the cattle and the sweat of the men. He said, you owe for the seed and you owe for the mule and you owe for the water, you God-forsaken fool. I looked at the page and I looked at the ink. The more that I labor, the deeper I sink. Oh, the ledger is long and the ledger is cold, trading my marrow for the company gold. The numbers don't add up, the math is a lie. Born in a furrow, and a furrow I'll die. I'm just a name in a black ink line, paying for the air and the sun bright shine. Just a name in a black ink line, paying for the air and the sun bright shine. Scritch pop, scritch pop, scritch pop, scritch pop.
My children are eating the dust from the yard, while the boss man's hounds are sleeping on lard. I asked for a credit at the company store. He pointed his finger at the hole in the door. He said, hunger is a lesson that you ought to learn, while he watched my last nickel in the fireplace burn.
I went to the field with a heart made of flint, looking for a sign or a heavenly hint. But the corn was all shriveled and the cotton was brown, and the heavy old sky started weighing me down. There ain't no redemption in a rental man's dirt, just a lifetime of holes in a burlap shirt.
Interest on the flour,
interest on the salt.
If the rain don't fall, well, it's all your fault.
Interest on the shovel, interest on the grave. The ledger says a man is just a well-dressed slave.
So come the December when the frost is on the vine, and the boss man come looking for the rest of what's mine.
I'll give him the ledger and I'll give him the pen, and I'll tell him I'm quitting the world of the men. I'll leave him my shadow in the mud of the road, 'cause that's the only thing that I don't know. Oh, the ledger is long and the ledger is cold, trading my marrow for the company gold. The numbers don't add up, the math is a lie. Born in a furrow I'll die. I'm just a name in a black ink line, paying for the air and the sun bright shine. Oh, the ledger is long and the ledger is cold, trading my marrow for the company gold. The numbers don't add up, the math is a lie. Born in a furrow I'll die. I'm just a name in a black ink line, paying for the air and the sun bright shine. I carry this box made of cherry and bone, the only true friend that a killer can own. My fingers are dancing, my knuckles are white, trying to outrun the coming of night. I played for the wedding and I played for the wake. Now I'm playing for a life that I didn't mean to take. The law's in the valley with a hound and a light, but the mountain is wide and the shadows are tight. I hit the fifth string and I felt the snap, like a heavy iron spring in a copperhead trap. There's blood on the banjo string, iron in the air. I'm picking out a rhythm for a sinner's prayer. The melody is muddy and the water is high. I'm singing to the crows in a cold dust sky. Lord, let the wood hum, Lord, let the wire ring, but keep the stains hidden on the banjo string. Whistling through a chimney of stone. The bridge is a leaning and the head is too tight, just like the rope they're braiding tonight. I crossed over Sinner's Creek, chest deep and cold, held the banjo high so the wood wouldn't mold. Now the audio is drowning, the notes are all wet, and the devil is coming to collect on the bed. My hands are shaking, the wire is red. I'm playing this tune for the rest of the dead. The banjo sounds more distant, almost like a memory. The only clear sound is the frantic thump, thump, thump of the foot stomp. Pick it fast, hide the knife, pick it hard for your life. The wire is thin, the wire is sharp. The devils are playing a mountain man's harp. So tell the high sheriff when he finds my cold track that the music stayed forward and the man stayed back. I'm leaving this banjo in the hollow of a tree to play for the wind and the ghost of the free. The string is rusting, the blood's turning brown, and the sound of the water is pulling me down. There's blood on the banjo string, iron in the air. I'm picking out a rhythm for a sinner's prayer. The melody is muddy and the water is high. I'm singing to the crows in a cold dust sky. Lord, let the wood hum, Lord, let the wire ring, but keep the stains hidden on the banjo string. Stains hidden on the banjo string. Whiskey all evaporated, the bottles are all dry. The moon is just a cataract in a cloudy midnight sky. I'm sitting on a splintered stool where the shadows like to dance, waiting for a memory or a ghost of a second chance. The piano's missing half its keys, the ivory's turned to bone, and the wind is the only customer who wants to be alone.
I I remember when the floor was hot and the heels were clicking fast, before the town went quiet and the future became the past. Now the spider's spinning webs across the dusty copper tap, and the roof is shedding shingles like a dying man's scrap. I strike a match to see the wall, but the sofa's all I find. Just a list of names of women that the years have left behind.
Oh, I'm the ghost of the juke joint, the spirit in the wood, doing all the wicked things that a living man never could. The wind is blowing through my ribs, the piano's out of tune. I'm dancing with the dust motes by the light of a paper moon. Don't you knock upon the door, don't you try to step inside. There ain't nothing left but shadows and a place for them to hide.
We're close for the century.
Yeah.
We're close.
I heard a jukebox humming once, a mile underground, replaying all the heartaches that were never meant to be found. I tried to sing along to it, but my throat was full of silt, and the floor began to tremble from the weight of all the guilt. The rafters are leaning now, they're tired of the sky. They just wanna hit the weeds and let the memories die.
There's a dress of faded velvet hanging on a rusty nail. It looks like a confession or a tattered holy veil. The woman who was in it left a 40-year-old scent of cheap perfume and wood smoke and a life that's already spent. I tried to touch the fabric, but my fingers passed right through, just like every single promise that I ever made to you.
Slows down until the piano notes are seconds apart. The sound of the wind becomes rhythmic, like heavy, labored breathing. The ice is gone, the heat is cold, the story's done, and the teller's old. A single loud thud of a door slamming in the distance.
So leave the lights off in the valley, leave the padlock on the gate. The jukebox only plays the songs of a cold and heavy fate. I'll stay here with the piano and the whistling of the floor until the wood turns back to dust and I don't have to sing no more. The dawn is just a rumor that the morning refuses to tell, in this hollow wooden kingdom, in this after-hours shell.
Oh, I'm the ghost of the juke joint, the spirit in the wood, doing all the wicked things that a living man never could. The wind is blowing through my ribs, the piano's out of tune. I'm dancing with the dust motes by the light of a paper moon. Don't you knock upon the door, don't you try to step inside. There ain't nothing left but shadows and a place for them to hide. Oh, I'm the ghost of the juke joint, the spirit in the wood, doing all the wicked things that a living man never could. The wind
is blowing through my ribs. The piano's out of tune. I'm dancing with the dust motes by the light of a paper moon. Don't you knock upon the door. Don't you try to step inside. There ain't nothing left but shadows and a place for them to hide.
Oh, the dirt don't have no tongue to speak. It just holds the secrets of the weak. I'm looking for a patch of clover and pine to find a brother who was a friend of mine. But the field is flat and the field is wide, and there ain't no stone for the soul inside. Ask the crow on the cedar limb, do you remember what became of him? The crow just flapped and he flew away into the gray of a winter day. No name in the legend, no name on the wood, just a cold, quiet spot where a good man stood. Oh, lay me down where the wind don't blow, in an unmarked grave where the thistles grow. Don't need no marble, don't need no brass, just the heavy shadow of the clouds that pass. Lord, remember the ones that the world forgot, in the corner of the lonesome potter's plot. Well, they knew. Lay me down where the wind don't blow, in an unmarked grave where the thistles grow. Don't need no marble, don't need no brass, just the heavy shadow of the clouds that pass. Lord, remember the ones that the world forgot, in the corner of the lonesome potter's plot. I dug with a stick and I dug with a bone, searching for a heart that was made of stone. But I only found the roots of the grave, drinking down the memory of the rain. There's 100,000 sleeping in the mud, with a nameless spirit and a nameless blood. The rain is washing the mounds away, turning the markers back into clay. If the Savior comes with a golden book, he's gonna have to take a closer look to find the children in the tangled weed who never had a harvest, only had to see. Through the reef there's only the sound of distant, muffled thunder and the rhythmic thump of a heartbeat pulse in the low end. The singer begins to hum a melody that sounds like it's coming from the bottom of a well.